The multiplication rule of probability is one way that we can combine two probabilities together. Here's an example scenario. There are 3 colored tickets in a bowl. One red, one green, one blue. When you reach into the bowl and draw out a ticket, you have an equal chance of drawing any of the tickets that are in the bowl. Now, instead of just drawing one ticket, we're going to draw 2 in a row, without replacement. That means that when I draw out the first ticket, I don't put it back in before drawing out the second ticket, and that means during the second draw, there are only 2 tickets to choose from. So, there are 3 tickets. What's the chance that I first draw green and then draw red? Well, one way to approach this problem is to enumerate all of the possible outcomes if you draw 2 tickets without replacement. You could get green then red, green then blue, red then green, red then blue, blue then red, or blue then green. Those are all the possibilities. There are 6 of them. They're all equally likely. So we can figure out the chance of drawing a green ticket followed by a red ticket is 1 out of 6. But there's another view to this problem that thinks about the sequence of 2 draws that each have their own probabilities. First you draw green, then you draw red. Here's a picture. In this 2-stage view on the same random process, the first stage involves drawing the first ticket. Drawing the green ticket means you can move on to stage 2, but if you got blue or red, then there's no way you're going to get green then red because you didn't get green. So a third of the time, you'll get a green ticket first. Now, if it's the case that you get to move on to stage 2 with a green ticket, you won't necessarily draw the red ticket next. You might draw the blue ticket instead. Half the time you'll get red, half the time you'll get blue, because those are the only 2 tickets left in the bowl. If you consider the chance of both drawing the green ticket first and then drawing the red ticket after the green ticket, you'll get that only a half of a third of the time do you get green then red. And a half of a third is 1/6, the same answer we came to before. But this time, we're using the multiplication rule. In general, the multiplication rule says that the chance of 2 events, A and B, both happening, is the chance that A happens times the chance that B happens given that A happens. How do we apply this to the tickets? Well, A is drawing the green first, and B is drawing the red second. The chance of drawing green first is 1/3. The chance of drawing red, given that you drew green already, is 1/2, because there's only red and blue remaining. And a third times a half is 1/6. Notice that the answer is less than or equal to each of the 2 chances being multiplied. We had a third and a half, those are both larger than a 1/6. And that's because the more conditions you have to satisfy, the less likely you are to satisfy them all. And so we're multiplying together numbers that are all less than or equal to 1, which in general can lead a very small number when we specify that 2 events must both happen.